If you're watching this, you're probably a new seller on Etsy with less than 100 sales, and I really think that the first 100 sales can be the very hardest ones to get. So I wanted to make this video to help you break through that beginning stage to start building the sustainable, successful business of your dreams. If we haven't met yet, my name is Cassie Johnson, and I am a full-time Etsy seller and now Etsy business coach. I've been selling on Etsy since 2020, and in that time have been able to sell almost $600,000 worth of t-shirts on Etsy. And my goal with this channel is to help you realize that you can do the exact same thing. Now, I sell print on demand on Etsy, and that's where I make the designs for my t-shirts. Then I have a print company, which I use 𝗗𝗚𝗧. There's a link for them in the description below. Actually prints the items, sends them to my customer, and even updates the tracking number for me. So I just have to make the great designs and handle the customer service. So this is a really great intro into starting your own business without having to buy tons of equipment or a bunch of materials. But whether you do print on demand or you make your own handmade items, I really think that the tips in this video will help you grow your shop past that first 100 sales. There's a few reasons why the first 100 sales on Etsy are the hardest. And the first reason is that probably if you're anything like me, this is your first time starting any kind of business, let alone one in the e-commerce space. So there's so much to learn and so many things to get done all at the same time in the beginning. It makes sense that you wouldn't be super good at all of it right from the get-go. The other reason why it's so hard to get your first 100 sales is when a customer comes to your store and see that you don't have any sales or any reviews, they might be a little bit leery about using you. So to at least get past that very first hurdle of having no sales and no reviews, my first tip is to reach out to friends and family that support you and see if there's any custom shirts they'd like made. This is going to be a really great practice in finding out what other people are looking for, because that's one of the biggest things I see new sellers struggle with is they make shirts in niches that they like or designs that they like, but they're not thinking about that end customer in mind when they're actually making it to make sure that there's actually demand for the item that they're designing. So if you go to one of your friends or family and find out that they're really into pickleball, for instance, then maybe they'd want you to make them a custom pickleball shirt with a funny saying on it, and then that can introduce you to a new niche to sell t-shirts in. Hopefully you can get just a few friends or family to buy items from you and leave you reviews to give your store just that little bit more credibility right from the get-go. Moving on to the next tips, if you don't feel comfortable having friends or family buy things from you, then what you're going to have to focus on is research, research, research. Like I said, if you only are making t-shirts or items for things that you're interested in but no one's looking for, then you're not going to make sales. So to start off with your research, I want you to find 10 newer, successful Etsy stores that you can analyze and see what people in your exact niche or market for your products are doing to be successful. Ideally, these shops would have been made in the last 2 to 3 years and have at least 3,000 reviews and maybe 10,000 sales. This is going to show you that there is real demand for the product that you're looking to sell. If you're selling t-shirts, for example, I'd start with a larger keyword like women's tops and tees and take a look through the search results and find some stores that have lots of reviews. Like this store here has 4,820 reviews, this store has 14,415 reviews, and so on. And you want to look through these shops and see how long they've been open, which if you're not sure how to do that, you'd actually click on the name of the person's store and you'd scroll all the way down to the bottom of their Etsy shop next to the About Me section. And this will tell you how long they've been open. So this store, for instance, has had 10,000 sales since 2015. So this one wouldn't be quite as good of an example. Ideally, like I said, you're going to be finding stores that are only just a few years old to make sure there's demand for items that you're looking for right now. You also want to try and avoid clicking on other people's ads. Every other line you'll see this ad by the name of the business, and you want to try and avoid clicking on those when you're doing your research, since they're not actually organically ranked at the top of the search results. They're just there because they're paying to be there, and you don't want to accidentally use someone's ad budget up by stalking them. Once you find your 10 more recently successful Etsy shops to analyze, I want you to start paying attention to what they all have in common. A few of the things you'll probably notice is they all have really, really beautiful thumbnail pictures to catch someone's attention when they're looking through the search results. They have really professional looking photos for the rest of the listing. They have a really detailed description that answers all of the questions that the customer might have. And that they have a branded Etsy shop with the banner, the logo, and the photo cards within the listing giving information. All have kind of the same colors, fonts, and vibe. If you can start your Etsy store looking more like the successful, bigger Etsy stores right from the beginning, then that's going to help you build trust with your customers faster. So spend time making a really nice logo, banner, and photo cards for your listings. I do have a tutorial video on how to do that. I'll go ahead and link that down in the description below if you haven't seen that one just yet. From there, we need to start having you post things for sale that are in high demand markets that are selling right now to get you those sales faster. To find these best-selling niches to sell in, you'd want to start with, again, a more general search term like women's tops and tees, and you can take a look through all the results to click on them and find best-selling designs for you to sell in your store. You'd be looking for something with lots of reviews. It'll show if they have 20 in the cart, or you'd be looking for a best-seller badge. A quicker way you can do this as well is by using something like the FABRICA Chrome extension. This is something that is optional to purchase for your business. You just have it built right into Chrome, and you'd click this analytics button on this page of results, and it's actually going to sort them all for you and give you more information about their sales. So with the paid version, you can actually sort which ones on this page have the most amount of sales. So like this one, for instance, has an estimated monthly revenue of $1,508 and sells an estimated 70 t-shirts per month. So you want to go through and find 20 or different niches that have best-selling designs in them and take screenshots of those and put them in a folder on your phone so you have a place to get started where you know there's high demand. Now, something that I noticed that I thought was really interesting this week is when I'm in my actual regular Chrome browser, I can go to the filters here and I can filter these on what has free shipping or what's on sale. But if I actually open up an incognito browser like I have open here, then when I click this All Filters button, there's actually one that says Best Seller, and you can go ahead and check that and click Apply, and now this is going to show you only the best sellers. So if you click through any single listing on this entire page now, they're all going to be best sellers. So this is going to be a great place to come to find ideas for niches that are selling right now that you can make for your Etsy store today. Like this shirt here is a good example of one that is currently a bestseller. Then you can actually go down to the very bottom of the page and see when it was listed on. So this is going to tell you the last time this item actually got a sale. So this one actually sold today. So that shows people are currently looking for and buying items in this wildflower shirt niche. So then what you'll do with those 20 or 30 screenshots that you have of best-selling items is you'll take a look through them and see what they all have in common. Are there certain fonts that are really popular right now, certain color combinations, certain layouts of shirts, and how can you incorporate these trending styles into your designs? So I never want you to start making a design with whatever you can find on canva.com to make your designs. That's like throwing spaghetti at a wall. I want you to start with the types of designs that are currently in demand and selling right now and see how you can replicate them and make them your own and sell new t-shirts in these high demand niches. If you do this and make sure that your Etsy shop is optimized like the big successful Etsy shops, you're selling niches that are currently in demand and currently selling literally today, and then making your designs in trending styles that are currently in demand as well, then that's going to help catapult you past that first 100 sales. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not going to happen overnight. You have to keep analyzing and keep learning as you go, because you're never going to do it just right the first time. But once you start getting sales on something, that's when it's time to scale your business. So if you start getting sales in a particular niche, then you'd want to make more designs in that same niche, add that same design to different colors or to sweatshirts or mugs or tote bags. And that's exactly how I've been able to scale my business to over 6 figures per year in less than 2 years. I hope this video helped give you a window into what's actually possible if you do it right from the beginning. You really can do this no matter who you are or where you're coming from. No one starts out being really good at it right from the beginning, but if you can come at this from a place of analysis and research instead of just throwing spaghetti against a wall, then you'll be more successful so much faster than so many people. And trust me, you won't start actually learning anything until you actually get started. So if you've not actually opened your Etsy shop yet at this point, this is your sign. Go open your Etsy store today. Go open your account with Printify if you're going to do print on demand, and just get started. If you take a little baby step forward every single day, then you won't believe how far you will have gone in a few months when you look back and see where you are. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're getting value from my videos so far. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm so proud of you for getting started if you have already. I know it can be scary, but again, you can do this. You will do great at this. Just take your time, do your research, learn as you go, and stay positive, and we'll see you in the next one.